Iraq's financial crossroads, oil exports, sanctions, and the future of the dinar. Welcome back to the channel. You're watching Iraqi Dinar, your go-to source for all things related to Iraq's economy, the dinar, and breaking news from the region. There's a lot to cover today, so sit back as we dive into some crucial updates that are causing quite a stir in the financial and economic landscape of Iraq. Breaking news: Iraq seeks to resume oil exports to Turkey amid massive losses. One of the biggest headlines today revolves around Iraq's efforts to restart oil exports to Turkey after suffering an estimated $19 billion loss due to prolonged disruptions. This staggering loss comes on top of an earlier financial blow amounting to $99 billion, intensifying economic pressure on the nation. Why is this a major concern? Iraq's economy is overwhelmingly dependent on oil exports, which account for over 90% of government revenue. Any interruption in oil exports sends shockwaves through the country's financial system, creating a domino effect on the overall economy. Each day that Iraq's oil flows remain halted means rising financial strain on government reserves, increased uncertainty in foreign investment, growing concerns about the country's economic stability. To mitigate this financial crisis, Iraq must restore its oil production and exports as quickly as possible. If these issues persist, the repercussions could be even more severe, making economic recovery increasingly difficult. U.S. Treasury imposes sanctions on Iraqi banks. Adding to Iraq's financial challenges, the U.S. Treasury Department has recently imposed new sanctions on 5 Iraqi banks and several exchange companies. The sanctions stem from allegations of illegal financial activities, including money laundering, smuggling U.S. dollars to sanctioned entities, mainly Iran, violations of international financial regulations. The bigger picture: a shift in U.S. policy toward Iraq. The latest sanctions indicate a more aggressive stance by the U.S. government in overseeing Iraq's financial transactions. The U.S. has long expressed concerns over Iraq's weak financial regulations and the potential misuse of banking channels for illicit activities. These sanctions are more than just symbolic gestures. They will have real-world implications, such as stricter monitoring of Iraqi financial institutions, greater restrictions on dollar transactions, a potential decline in investor confidence. If Iraqi banks fail to comply with U.S. standards, they risk facing even harsher penalties in the future. The question now is how Iraq will respond to these financial pressures, either through compliance, financial reforms, or by seeking alternative trade and monetary alliances. Insights from financial experts on the dinar's future, Guru Fu's investment strategy, the charitable remainder, trust. A well-known figure in the Iraqi dinar investment community, Guru Fu, recently offered some intriguing advice on managing investments during uncertain times. He warns investors against wasting money on unnecessary legal expenses when exchanging dinars, and instead suggests using a charitable remainder trust, CRT, as a tax-efficient strategy. Key benefits of a CRUT: limits capital gains taxes to 10% or less, provides long-term financial benefits, ensures wealth preservation. However, Guru Fu strongly advises consulting a trust attorney or an asset protection specialist before making any major financial decisions. Militiaman's take: U.S. Treasury is cracking down hard. Another prominent voice, Militiaman, has weighed in on the U.S. sanctions, stating that Washington is taking a more aggressive approach toward Iraq's financial institutions. According to him, the U.S. financial intelligence community is enforcing these sanctions with unprecedented seriousness, signaling a tighter grip on Iraq's monetary system. Militiaman's key warnings: Iraqi banks must comply with U.S. regulations or face severe consequences. The U.S. will not tolerate any financial loopholes that allow illicit transactions. Iraq's financial future depends on how well it adapts to these new challenges. Additionally, he emphasized the ongoing discussions regarding the hydrocarbon law, HCL, which is crucial for Iraq's oil sector and economic future. The outcome of these discussions will have a direct impact on Iraq's financial stability and its ability to attract foreign investment, the link between oil exports and the Iraqi dinar's value. Yacht's perspective: the dinar's value hinges on oil flows. A financial analyst known as Yacht has proposed an interesting theory. The Iraqi dinar's value will only increase when oil exports are stable. His argument is based on the idea that Iraq's financial position must first improve before any substantial revaluation of the dinar can take place. In other words, if Iraq's oil sector remains volatile, the dinar's value will continue to struggle. Sanctioned. According to Claire, only 5 banks were targeted, and rumors about Rapidan Bank being included in the sanctions were entirely false. She urges investors to rely on official sources such as the U.S. Treasury Department, the Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, verified financial reports. With so much speculation surrounding Iraq's financial sector, Claire's advice is simple. Stick to the facts and avoid getting caught up in hysteria. What does this mean for Iraqi dinar investors? With so many moving parts, sanctions, oil disruptions, currency speculations, Iraq's financial landscape is undergoing a major transformation. Key takeaways. Iraq's economy is under immense pressure due to oil export disruptions. The U.S. is tightening its control over Iraq's financial system through sanctions. Investment experts are recommending tax-efficient strategies like CRUTs. The dinar's value is closely tied to Iraq's oil production stability. Media misinformation is spreading panic, so fact-checking is crucial. For investors in the dinar, the next few months will be critical in determining the future of Iraq's economy and its currency's long-term potential. Final thoughts. What's next for Iraq's financial future? Iraq's economic crossroads will determine whether the country can stabilize its financial system or face deeper economic turmoil. The key questions remain. Can Iraq restore oil exports quickly enough to prevent further financial losses? Will Iraqi banks comply with U.S. sanctions? Or will they seek alternative financial partnerships? How will the dinar's value fluctuate amid these economic uncertainties? Only time will tell. That's all for today's update. If you found this information useful, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for more updates on Iraq's financial future. See you in the next video.